Lindsay Clancy's murder trial is taking place in Plymouth, Massachusetts. But as the case unfolds, online speculation has increasingly shifted toward her husband, Patrick Clancy. Lindsay is facing 3 counts of murder in the deaths of her children, 5-year-old Cora, 3-year-old Dawson, and 8-month-old Callan, who were killed at the family's Duxbury home on January 24, 2023. Patrick testified in the first days of the trial, describing the moment he returned home and made the devastating discovery, and speaking about Lindsay's severe mental health struggles. But since then, some online users have begun questioning Patrick's own role, focusing on timelines, his movements, and inconsistencies they believe they see in the case. One user went as far as claiming that all the evidence now points to Patrick, arguing that facts don't lie. So, is Patrick Clancy under investigation? At this time, there is no evidence that he is. He has not been charged, is not considered a suspect, and is being treated as both a grieving father and a key witness for the prosecution. Another question circulating online is whether Patrick has hired a criminal defense lawyer. The answer is no. He has not been accused of any crime in this case. However, Patrick has reportedly retained legal counsel for a separate matter, a civil lawsuit involving medical professionals who treated Lindsay before the killings. That case alleges possible medical negligence and failures in monitoring her mental health. It is completely separate from the criminal trial. In court, Patrick described returning home and finding his 3 children unresponsive in the basement. Prosecutors say each child had an exercise resistance band around their neck. He also described Lindsay as a devoted mother who struggled deeply when separated from her children.
And so after you called Lindsay and didn't get a response, what did you do next?
I started checking upstairs.
And where did you check upstairs?
First, the bathroom. I thought maybe they were taking baths, but there's no one there.
And then where did you go?
The kids' bedrooms.
Was there anyone in the kids' bedrooms?
No.
And then did you go to your bedroom?
Yeah.
And were you able to get into your bedroom right away?
No, the door was locked, and that's when I knew something was wrong.
What type of car did you drive then?
A Chevy Silverado.
And was that a white pickup? How far into the room did you get?
Probably 1 or 2 steps, and then I immediately turned around and went outside.
And the blood that you saw, where was that located in the room?
It was everywhere. It was, it looked like it was sprayed almost with like a hose, and there was a huge puddle in the middle of the room, and it was sprayed all over pretty much every surface.
And where did you go from there?
I just looked around in the backyard below that window, and I saw Lindsay.
And where did you see her?
She was face up in the backyard.
And where in the backyard was she?
At the bottom of the window.
And
Directly below it.
down here by the window well?
Yeah.
Did you say anything to Lindsay when you found her in that state?
Yeah, I said, "What happened?"
And what was her response?
She said, "I tried to kill myself."
Did you ask her anything else?
I said, "Where are the kids?"
And what was her response?
She said, "They're in the basement."
And at that time, she didn't tell you that they needed help or they were in danger or they were injured, correct?
Correct.
And when you left, what did you see?
I saw Cora.
And how did she look?
She had a band around her neck.
And was that an exercise band?
Yeah.
And do you recall whether she was, what position she was in, whether face up or face down?
She's face down.
After you removed the band from Callan's neck, what did you do next?
I tried to find Dawson.
And where did you go?
I looked in the bathroom and on the other side of the couch, and then I went to the other side of the basement, and he was in my office.
And when you saw Dawson, what condition was he in?
I knew he was gone.
As that legal battle continues, online theories about Patrick have spread, but officials have made no suggestion he is involved in the deaths. Meanwhile, mental health experts who treated Lindsay have described worsening symptoms in the months before the tragedy, while family members testified she became increasingly withdrawn.
Tricky question to answer because different organizations or agencies assign postpartum a different length of time.
Okay, and so in your training experience, in your experience as a person who diagnoses,
Yes.
Did you consider postpartum as part of what you had to figure out here with this patient? Or was
Yes.
it really not a consideration?
It was.
Okay, and why was it for you?
I mean, she had a child, and the risk of postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis is a serious consideration.
Okay. Now, after this first meeting with Ms. Clancy on the 3rd, were you able to give her, in your own opinion, a diagnosis?
Yes.
And what was that?
You said after the 3rd?
Right.
Okay. So that would mean one meeting.
Yes.
I gave her a diagnosis of insomnia with a mental health condition because one day of observation wasn't sufficient for me to figure out if she truly, to give a solid diagnosis because it sticks with the patient.
Right. Fair to say you just didn't have enough information at that point.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
I did not have any concerns about her safety or a risk for anybody else.
Okay, but as far as from a diagnostic perspective, would you have preferred to have more information about her sleep patterns and her mood?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you said that you didn't have a concern for her safety. So what, in your time that you were with her, that you met with her, and all the information that you reviewed, what were identified as maybe protective factors that made you feel comfortable that she was safe?
She was, there are several things. She was future-oriented. She was clearly invested in her children. She was a caring mother, just like a caring mother. She had her parents around to help her. She had family and supports. We ensured that she would have outpatient psychiatric care for follow-up. She didn't have a history of suicide. She had no history of psychosis, postpartum psychosis. She had a stable